How's it going there, ladies and gentlemen? My name is Tommy, aka Pyrotoz. Today I'm going to bring you a moveset guide on Greedent, this big fat squirrel looking guy. One of the early game rodents, as is traditional in the Pokemon games. To its credit, I actually don't think it's one of the worst ones. I think Watchog is much worse. I use Watchog as the basis of comparison for all other rodent type Pokemon, for some reason. But this thing actually has some stuff going for it. For a start, it has immense HP, so base 120 HP stat is very nice. Attack and defense are both very good, base 95. Speed attack, who cares, that's 55. Speed F is pretty average, decent I guess. Speed, well, it's obviously terrible, but not a huge deal when you have that much bulk. It gets two berry related abilities. Its whole gimmick is that it loves berries and, has abilities based around berries, has moves based around berries like Belch. But there are a couple of things you can do with it, not necessarily using those abilities, but more or less using the very nice bulk and the attack stat. So I'm going to show you a couple of nice sets here. I don't recommend using this thing personally in competitive, but if you do want to use it, here's how I do it. First set I'm going to show you is a choice band set. Nice and easy, very simple, nothing fancy here. You got Facade or Body Slam as your stab move. Obviously Frustration and Return are not in this game, so that's basically the best you can get. Body Slam's nice for the paralysis and obviously a little bit more base power. Facade is for basically switching into status moves. So you catch a burn from a water type or a paralysis or whatever, and you'll do a lot more damage. I personally would go for Body Slam here, just because you want to get off some good damage and the paralysis chance, and not necessarily have to worry about being statused. Superpower or Earthquake for steel and rock types. Psychic Fangs, just to hit the fighting types on switching if you can catch them. And Crunch for the ghost types. So, pretty good coverage. I mean, it's a normal type, so it gets all sorts of stuff. I mean, you could run Seed Bomb, you could run Wild Charge, all sorts of stuff here. Thunder Fang, Fire Fang, Ice Fang. But personally, those would be the moves I go for, because they got nice base power and pretty good coverage overall. Next set I'm going to show you is an Assault Vest set. Now, Special D is not that great, but because it has such great HP, you can actually put that investment into Special D to take the hits much better. You got Facade there because you're likely to take status moves if you're switching into stuff like Scold or Discharge, whatever. So you can get some nice damage boosting off of that. Earthquake over Superpower because you want to preserve a little bit more bulk if you're not running a band set. If you're Assault Vest, you're more likely to stay in, therefore don't want to lower your stats. Crunch again for ghost types. And final move, I've decided to go for Super Fang because I figure it could be useful for stuff like Corviknight, for example. Something really bulky that switches in that you just want to do a good chunk of damage and not necessarily going to do much with just your raw attack stat. So I don't know if this is the better set compared to Choice Band or not. I really haven't tried this thing that much, it's just sort of speculation at this point. I think they're both fairly decent sets, but the set I'm really excited about, the one I want to show you here, is the Last Resort set. So, this is the only one that actually makes use of Greedent's abilities, otherwise they're completely pointless on the previous two sets. So Lychee Berry with Cheek Pouch. Cheek Pouch is an ability which will restore some of your HP when you use a berry, which is very nice. Same thing that Deden had, rest in peace Deden. EVs are going to be HP and attack investment, full bulk, no need to run the speed, adamant nature. Stuffed Cheeks is a very interesting move, this thing is unique to Greedent. Stuffed Cheeks will immediately use whatever berry you've got, and will also raise your defense by 2 points. So the idea here being that you take some sort of hit that does maybe half your health, maybe a third, something like that. Doesn't kill you. But what you do is use Stuffed Cheeks, you restore your health with Cheek Pouch, you also boost your defense and your attack with the Lychee Berry. And then your last move is Last Resort, a very powerful normal type move which obviously has stab, and therefore you're a tank that is very hard to kill on the physical defensive side, and you can do a lot of damage. So potentially a very good set there. Not saying that this thing's going to be very high tier, because it just doesn't have the speed stat, or even the raw attack, to be honest. But if you do want to run it, like I said, I think that could be one of these sets to run, especially in the lower tiers. Ladies and gentlemen, my name has been Pyrotoz. I hope you all enjoyed the video. Leave a like if you did, and subscribe if you want to see more. And I will see you all next time.